Sitting at the intersection of time, space, reality, and fiction floats a yellow eye. Always watching, never blinking. His gaze has witnessed all that has happened before and knows what is yet to come. Countless stories of hope, hate, heroics, and heartbreak. It has no mouth by which to speak these lessons, so it calls upon its head clearer to tell these stories, by word and by deed. Heed the yellow eye's lessons as it gazes upon its servant, just as the eyeball gazes upon you. Our story has already begun.
Hello, my children and welcome in. My name is Alan the Yellow Eye. I'm the High Priest of the Great Yellow Eyeball. May its gaze be upon you. Listen, every single one of your days. It is Saturday. It is D&D. It is episode 11 of a series of unfortunate decisions. There's a lot of things that happened last session. A ridiculous amount of things that had taken place. For our trusty group of adventurers who are now known in the city of Saltmarsh as being, well, they're called the Drunks. Fittingly enough, that's their official legal name in the city of Saltmarsh. But a lot of things happened, and we're going to get into all those things before we get into what's happening this particular week. But before we do that, let's get in here and talk to all of our happy, friendly people that we want to talk to and about and through and all those things. So let's just get into it, shall we? Hi everybody, welcome.
Hello.
I was going to say, is no one going to talk to me?
Yeah.
My bad. I was catching echoes from the stream. My bad.
Yeah. No worries.
Delays,
Quick mutes.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So, welcome in. What I was just kind of discussing with everybody who's watching us right now, that a lot of things happened last session. A lot of things. And all of you had your own kind of issues with the things that had happened. I'm curious on how all of you feel. So we're gonna go ahead and start down there at the very bottom with Nate. Go ahead and introduce yourself, then introduce your character, and tell everybody what happened last week. Or not last week, last time we played. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I can do that. Can you guys hear me well?
Yes.
That's the real question.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good stuff. I'll go back to my cheat sheet on what I wrote up. So
You were kind of drunk, so I guess you don't
uh,
remember everything.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm Nate Doe, and basically, last week started with me sprinting at like Mach 5 back into town after, my two dwarf companions were just, brutally murdered in front of my face. Mm-hmm. So, I ditched my two remaining companions and booked it back into town. Like, real man.
All right.
So I ran back, kicking and screaming for my life, and then I finally get home, get ready to relax, and then I notice the star that was on my cat's, I guess not really my cat, but, a cat that took claim to me and gave me magical powers against my will.
Yeah.
I noticed the star that was on his head burnt into my wall. Mm-hmm. And so I said, screw that. This is not my house anymore. I'm leaving. and left my house and was going to go to the nearest tavern, which just so happened to be, right next to the council chambers. So I was like, well, I might as well go tell the council that, we found a bunch of bandits that stole a bunch of stuff from the town, and, so you might want to deal with them. Also, they killed some of my friends. One of them worked for a guard for a little bit. That matters to you guys. So, and then I went and proceeded to get really drunk, trying to forget everything. And then I eventually fell asleep. Probably more like passed out, blacked out. And then after that, I met my patron guy, kind of, and boy, that was an experience. So Nate basically was, pooping himself the entire time, panicking, couldn't even really, understand what the patron was saying. He knew what he was saying, but he was, panicking so hard that, it all just kind of felt like a blur. So now he has to, find the mysteries of Saltmarsh, because he doesn't want to find out what will happen if he doesn't. So he's gonna do it.
Okay.
Come hell or high water.
All right.
And then when he woke up, he just proceeded to drink and doesn't really remember much that's happened since then, but he remembers that dream very clearly.
Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, that was so right across over there. We got Captain E-Rock, who is playing Seabold. Seabold, from your point of view,
Yes.
what happened?
Sure. In a moment of life or death, two dwarves trapped in a basement cove called for desperate measures as Thorgrim revealed his natural changeling form to free himself from his bindings and rescue his friend Mel. The ruse was up. Seabold Tabs, the changeling rogue, long silvery hair, with purple highlights and pale skin, cloudy gray eyes, dark markings around them. He didn't want to lose another companion like he did with his friend Thorgrim, so knowing he may be on his own again, as his newly found friends might not take so kindly to the deception. Together the two found some of their gear and fashioned an escape in a small rowboat back to the town of Saltmarsh. Seabold confided in Mel with his true form and told him about his lost friend Thorgrim, that was tragically killed on their way to Saltmarsh. Seabold has been honoring Thorgrim's legacy by holding his amulet, which seems to resonate with him in a way he can't describe. Still concerned that the rest of the party will not warm up to him, Seabold took the form of Thorgrim again and joined the group in taking on their next job.
All right. Perfect. All right. And right below him, his dwarf, and I'm going to put that in quotes, even though technically Mel is the dwarf and Seabold isn't, but his dwarf compatriot, Mel, what happened with you?
Scrolling back into the notes. Sorry, I'm getting yelled at the same time. My bad. Everybody meet my doggo. They're running rampant. I'm so sorry. From Mel's perspective, he wakes up in a dream world, having been confronted with, as far as he's concerned, his god. Nothing else will match the kind of light and holy energy that is having. Fear helps. It really does. Having woken up in a dream, surrounded by light that looks like the healing spells that he has cast before.
Okay.
He can only assume that he had woken up next to his god. Am I breaking up at all?
You're good right now.
Seems to be goofy. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry for the distraction. Waking up in a place that he can only describe to be the place of his god. He's flabbergasted to what's going on and realized that more than likely he done did a dumb dumber than his most recent dumb, and got himself killed. Expecting to fully embrace his master's forge or his mine, Meldon was prepared to go to work in the mine to help his god Marvin craft, to only be informed that I wasn't ready for ascension into his heaven. So, after a short talk and some advice from the master crafter himself, the Allfather, Mel was sent back and awakens to what he assumed to be a cold, cruel death, and finds himself surrounded by water, and he was bound at the edge of the sea, left to a cruel death, which, thanks to his buddy Thorgrim, which turns out to be Seabold, he just assumed that he was about to get eaten by another ooze, and he thought he was hallucinating that. You know what? I'm gonna get eaten by an ooze, and he starts like worming away, just in sheer and utter panic of seeing something just change out of his cuffs. Like, oh, we're good now. We're gonna go do something else, and got scared out of his mind. Thought he was gonna get eaten by an ooze, having just come out of a death dream, having seen his god, and thinking that he's gonna go right back. To realize that Seabolt saved his life. He didn't really know what to make of this whole thing, and had the world to think about it. Mel thought he was ready for death until he got sent back. So at this point, Mel's just he just doesn't know what to make of the world at this point.
Okay.
Having made it back to Saltmarsh, he didn't know what else to do but what he always did. Go to the bar with his friend and try to drink the memories back into his mind. Or to drink them away. Either way.
Okay. Perfect. All right. And with that, we'll go to Nessa, who's right below me, a.k.a. the Rusty Panda. What happened with Nessa?
Well, when Nessa gets back to town after not cowardly running away, but definitely saving her own booty, she wants nothing to do but have a long damn rest.
Okay.
So she drinks, and the thoughts close in to her death, and she realized that she didn't have a family member or someone that would remember her name or miss her. So when she gets back to town, she sees Hana, and she decides to drink up and try her best to serenade her so that she is never forgotten. So when she wakes, she feels warm and feverish over her lost friends until she hears them arrive outside. Flabbergasted, she greets them, and she didn't want to leave them to die, which, by the way, fazed her very much and is the reason why she tried to drink and screw the thoughts away. She hides how freaked out she was that they're alive and glad they exist. Regarding her thoughts on the drunks, she is weary that they are called to be such adventurers, but is confident this time that she will not be forgotten and she has friends by her side once more.
All right. Cool. And then last, but not least, Wilvain. What happened in Wilvain's world, played by the illustrious Danabo?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Wilvain Saverly at your service. Wilvain's didn't take any notes, and he can't read right now because he's just got new glasses, so everything's a bit blurry. I've got a curved monitor without actually buying a curved monitor. It's kind of fun. Wilvain had a near-death experience with a bookcase. He is not at all concerned about the hobgoblin or the wizard, but he's very concerned about the attempt on his life by the library and the house. He regroups, surrounded by his enemies, reading through them to see if he could discover the weakness of the books. He seems to have come to some conclusion and has discovered many, many things in these books, and was on his way back to the house when he discovered Anders Solomar has already been there and already defeated the books. He may still go back. And he's very excited that he no longer needs to follow the rule of law. There shall be many faces to be removed, and there is one thing on Wilvain's mind, is he was going back for the dwarf's faces, but they seem to be alive, so he will have to wait maybe a few more days before they die again. Shouldn't be too long.
Shouldn't be too long. Exactly. All right.
No.
Perfect. All right. Well, I liked every single one of those. Those were great. So you did have a couple of days in town before you headed back to the haunted house, quote unquote, as there's no better name for it at this moment in time. So any kind of purchasing or anything like that you were able to get done while you were there, as long as it didn't take more than like a day or two. So most of your shopping and all that, I think we got most of that done. And then after the few days, it was time for you to head out and begin your stakeout at the haunted house. Is that what you're doing? Or you're... Because this is the day that, you know...
Cost?
How much does a...
How much does a keg cost?
Oh, well, it just... Are you talking, like, standard? Are you talking beer? Are you talking...
Something to get Nate drunk. He doesn't care.
He just doesn't care. Okay. All right,
He's not
all right.
picky.
Not picky.
It all
Perfect.
tastes like ass to him.
All right, I guess that's fine.
I thought we had a keg of the unmarked alcohol that was taken from the storage.
So, well, you haven't gone back to the house yet.
I thought they returned it and said they couldn't sell it because it wasn't marked.
It hadn't been
Mine's
taxed yet
wasn't-
properly.
Yet.
And so it had been brought to the port authority to make sure that the correct taxes and whatnot were in use for it. Or in this case, since they're not entirely sure who was the initial owner before they were commandeered by this group, so there's some up in the airness on what to do with it.
Well, we can just take it.
Didn't want to give it to us, though. I asked.
But we
You
can
did
just
ask.
take it. It's for the
True,
mission.
we are above the law.
Well, I can't carry it. Mel? Someone?
Yes.
I can't carry it. Someone will have to pick it up. We got to...
Yeah, so it's going to be fairly heavy. And you're talking. This is a full on keg, so or cask in this case, and it's going to weigh a good 25 pounds. But not only is it going to weigh 25 pounds, it's going to be somewhat unwieldy because it's not. It's a cask. It's not a small package. It's a frickin' barrel.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get a hand cart or something. Find something we can.
Okay. Yeah, a hand cart is something that.
I mean, are we dealing with this first thing in the morning or the night before? Because if I got an hour, I can make us a dolly or something.
Now, as far as the time,
I
like,
need
so
to
again,
connect
you
with
have
one of you.
time. So if you decided to do this the night before you leave, you have the time to kind of do that, if that's what you all decide to do.
You know what? Screw it. I like the idea. So the night before, I'll make a dolly to wheel this cask around. I need to disconnect you guys. My internet's being stupid. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Okay. No worries. No worries. All right. So
So he's off getting the cask. or
he's
whatever.
off getting the cask. That's where he just went. It's fine. And yeah, so he spends his hour doing his magic that he has been imbued with in order to create a dolly. As you mentioned, you go to the port authority, and at first they did not want to give you one. However, once you explain to them that, hey, this is for the mission we're on in order to stop the smugglers, they begrudgingly let you have one cask. For the reason of that it was going to be used. They weren't quite sure what the purpose was and how it was going to help you.
Subterfuge.
But they believe that perhaps maybe you had a good reason. Plus, I mean, obviously you've been given some leeway by the town council, and it has been announced that you are indeed essentially de facto voices for the council and their right hand in this matter for sure, and possibly others in the future. So they do begrudgingly let you have one for the purposes of helping getting you to take care of the rest of this smuggling operation.
Guys, is this our mascot?
Nate?
No, the barrel.
Might be. But what happens when it's empty?
Keep the cask and bury it with honor.
Cut off its face. Get it moving.
Yeah, draw a little face on it. Yeah. Well, I don't know. This is definitely a silly endeavor that we got this cast. But if you guys absolutely feel the need for it, then I'm behind you. But I'm not carrying the dang thing, and I'm not pushing the dolly. So Thorgrim, you're strong. Why don't you help out?
Well, maybe if we had some tools to pull it along. It's quite heavy, indeed.
I forgot. They still don't know.
Yeah.
The only one who knows is Mel.
Mel's the only one that knows.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it looks like Mel is getting back into the thing. So after a little bit, I'm pretty sure that Mel would not have a problem being the one to push this thing along to the haunted house. So you actually, each of you are kind of given enough food by the town, some rations to essentially last you a couple of days. They don't know how long it'll take before this ship shows up. They couldn't get that information out of Ned, which, as far as you all know, is still locked up inside the town's jail. And you were promised, if you don't remember this, you were promised as part of your taking on this is that he would be turned over to you once you complete this particular mission that you put on. So, for your own personal, whatever it is you wanted them for, but they were willing to do that for you. So, Most of this information has come from Ned that you know of, because this is how you were, basically approached by the council after they had done some investigations of their own via Ned. So,
I hate that guy.
We're gonna need a lot more casks if we're gonna be there for multiple days.
I mean, you're gonna die of alcohol poisoning. I'm just saying. This is brandy, my friend.
My guy won't let me.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, there's that. All right. So, after kind of figuring this out and convincing them to let you take it, you were well on your way to the town, through the town, and on your way back to the haunted house. Generally uneventful. There's some children from the town that just running circles around you and giggling and yelling things like, "Look, it's the heroes!" "No, they're just a bunch of drunks!" And then they would start laughing. They're just having a good time with the name that you all have decided on. And things like that. And after some time, they eventually trail off as you get closer, as you move farther away from Saltmarsh and closer to the house. They sort of, slowly stop bothering you and go back up to the town in a so you do make your way all the way back. The keg being pushed by Mel, going all the way up to the house, and the house looks the same. It doesn't look different. It looks like it's still falling apart, just as it was before. The front door has been left open, and otherwise, it's. It looks the same. It hasn't really changed.
Nessa starts humming a song that's been stuck in her head. Says, "A bunch of drunks we are, you see. Together we walk along with glee. We sip on our brandy, now everything's dandy. We try not to die."
I like that last part.
That last part's perfect.
Yes.
We try. We don't always
try not
do
to
it,
die.
but we try.
And all Mel could do is rub his shoulder where he's got a big old bruise from falling over so many times.
Okay, perfect. Yes. All right.
Are those snakes still there by the well?
The dead ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're. They're.
No, they're not.
Oh wait, yeah, no, they're not. I forgot. No, they aren't.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I can't kick them. I'll just yell some insults into the well, saying it's all their fault, drunkenly.
This is your fault. This is your fault up here. All right.
We're really going back here, huh?
I think this is a bad idea, honestly. This place has almost killed me. Twice, as far as I'm concerned.
It
Almost
did
had
kill
fucking-
me.
Well, it was the snakes before, as well as the occupants with me. And we agreed to come back here.
And there was a
I really
bookcase with Wilvane.
I really started to question our sanity at this point, yo.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. So, I think it's a good time to get this cask out, actually. Is there like a bunghole on this thing for an easy draw, or do we just pop the lid off?
Yeah, so this one is not made, it does not have a bung built into it. So yeah, you will have to pry off the lid.
Perfect. It can be my cup.
Perfect. How easy do you think it'd be to replace the lid after we pried it off?
So these barrels, these casks are, they use them as much as they possibly can. So they they don't just get rid of one after they pop the lid. So the lid is made to be removed and then placed back into it, and popped back into place. So.
All right, screw it. Mel pops the lid off. I think I need a drink before we go into this.
Are you
place.
just pulling it off, or what are you doing?
I'm trying to gently enough to open this bad boy up so I can. I'm not trying to break it, but I want to have a drink now and for the rest of this eventually. You know.
Okay. All right. Yeah, give me a strength check on that then. All right. That's fine. Yeah, so you're able to kind of get your fingers in there and pull up and pop the seal on it. As soon as you do, you are kind of greeted with the strong smell of spirits and some pleasant other notes that you don't honestly care about. You just know that you want to drink it.
I empty out my water skin and just fill my water skin with this brew.
Okay, so you put a whole gallon.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so you fill up your water skin with an entire gallon of brandy. All right.
Oh.
All right, perfect. Okay.
Give me something for me to be drinking off while we're in here.
Now, where are you doing this, by the way? Are you outside the house still? Did you go in? What are you?
Right in the front door. I am not willing to enter this place just yet.
Okay.
Because I really like the idea that Nate had, so just right in front of the front door, nonchalantly, just filling booze.
Gotcha. All right.
And when I'm done filling my skin, I take a swig, pass it over, and close this bad boy back up so we can move back on.
Excuse me, I would like a drink. You didn't even offer the lady a drink.
My apologies, madam. Nate has it now, I suppose, but I didn't realize you wanted a drink. My bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and not fill my water skin the whole way, but it's gonna get a little bit.
Okay.
Can I just use the cask like a cup?
No.
Sip it directly?
I mean,
25
unless you're
pounds.
going to stick your whole head, like, into it.
Please don't.
I mean, this is not something that you can pick up and drink out of without, I mean, you can try. You can absolutely try if you want to, but you will basically dump most of it onto yourself.
Please,
Yeah,
please
I'm not
don't.
drunk enough for that yet, then.
Okay.
Keyword being yet. I'll
My eye on this barrel.
drunkenly
Oh.
stumble through the house because I don't have any sort of, like, cup on me. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go and find a cup.
Okay. So you're gonna head? What are you gonna head back into the kitchen area and take a look, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Give me a quick investigation check there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Nate. Go
Okay.
grab a cuppa.
Cuppa. Yeah. So you look around. The majority of the usable cups seem to be shattered or broken in such a way that they're not going to be very useful. You might be able to fill it like maybe a quarter of the way and drink out of it because of a crack in it or whatnot. But you do remember that the smugglers, the bandits, had cups and things downstairs in their little, on that table where their sleeping area was.
Ooh, that's ballsy, trying to walk downstairs. I'll try it.
All right, so which way, how are you going to go? Are you going to go take the normal stairway down into the basement, or are you going to take the secret stairway down into the basement?
The kitchen was right next to the normal stairway, right?
Yes, yeah, right through the scullery.
Yeah, then I'll take the screamy way.
Okay. So are you going to attempt to not trigger the screaming, or do you not care and you're just going to walk on through?
I don't know if Nate would even remember right now. He's
Okay.
probably heavily intoxicated already.
Cool. All right, yeah. So, as you walk down the steps, you're immediately greeted with the sounds of screams and scary ghost noises. As you make your way down the steps, I'm assuming you're just going to ignore them because you already know about it.
No, I'm very spooked and I fall down the stairs.
Okay.
Nessa always rolls
Yeah,
ones. It's
yeah.
all about Nessa's rolls.
Oh, I just realized that you did a dexterity save. I was going to give you a dexterity. You know what? Yeah, just roll 1d6 and take that as bludgeoning damage as you fall down the steps. Yeah, 3 points of damage. You just and Siebold, you hear that obviously, because one, you hear screaming, and then when the screaming ends, you still hear screaming and bumps going along with it. Sounded like someone fell down the steps.
So yeah, he's gonna kind of like shuffle after him and make sure he's all right.
Was that Willowade screaming at me? He spooked me.
No, it wasn't me.
How much have you drunk already? Jeez, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't remember. Anyway, it's good.
Fine, I don't remember. Perfect. Yeah, I don't remember if I'm
while
hurt
we were
or not.
messing around with the drinks, Wolvane was already down there. He wanted to immediately investigate where the mage had defeated him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're going down into the actual the cavern portion.
Yeah, he's already gone. You might have heard him screaming as he went down the stairs the first time.
Yeah. If you already head down there, yeah. So you definitely make your way down through. One of the biggest things that you notice when you go through the sleeping area, it looks like a couple of the beds are just covered with blood. It seems like when the attack from the town came, they were caught unawares, and a couple of them were basically killed right in their beds. As far as you can tell, based on the amount of blood that's just all over a few of them. As you dig through, you do find the corpse of the hobgoblin that was down there. And
He is looking for, is it Sanbalay?
yeah. The bald human that was casting all the spells. Yeah, you do find him further in, and it looks like he was essentially just gutted and left. But he is deader than a doornail.
Brutal.
Anything on him? Any belongings?
No. He does not have anything on him of note.
Face intact?
Yeah.
Not for long.
He
Not for long.
that's what I kind of figured. All right, yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check to
me a
remove
face
this
roll.
man's. Yeah, give me a face roll.
Do I get advantage on this now?
You know what? You're getting pretty good at this, so yeah, I'll give you advantage on this one.
Okay.
Are you brother alone? Huh.
Yeah, everybody seems really spread out.
Ooh.
Yeah,
right.
we didn't learn anything.
Nope.
You
And Mills.
in your
He was excited.
yeah, in your glee, in your giddiness to finally get the face of this bald bastard that was casting magic spells in your general vicinity, you kind of mess it up a little bit. You cut a little deeper than you should in some areas, and you're kind of your lines aren't straight. So I mean, you get the face, but it's a little mangled. I mean, more than a face removed from a face or from a body.
That's all he came for. He'll head back to where
Yeah,
the
so
stairs defeat Nate. Yeah.
yeah, when you come in, yeah, so when you come back through the secret door to that main area, that's when you see Nate essentially sprawled out on the floor of the basement, holding his head while Seabold's like, "What happened?" What Mel? What are you doing? And Nessa, what are you doing while all this is shenanigans are going on?
I thought we were
Mel-
sharing a drink outside, but
Yeah, no.
That's what I wanted to. That's what I wanted to make sure that you all are outside still drinking. That's it. That's all I wanted to
no,
know.
I
I'm
mean,
guarding this barrel of booze, man. I ain't giving up for nothing. I'll
Yo.
fight for it.
Y'all
I
picked
mean,
a
I
great
thought
name
all
for
of us were going to
yourselves.
be doing that, but apparently that was not the case. Everybody wanted to run around and spread out.
Yeah.
Nate walked
Wanted
away
a
from
cup.
I'm offering him a drink, so I was, all right. I ain't ready to go in that place just yet, so fine.
Okay. All right. So
Word.
they're staying outside and drinking. So what are the three of y'all doing now?
I find a cup.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
They're the cups.
go back
There's tankards on the on the table from the previous occupants, and yeah, you can easily grab a couple and head upstairs.
I follow behind to make sure he doesn't fall back.
He just he got the hand up in case he leans
Yeah.
backwards just a little too far.
Yeah.
Yep, I've done that before. All right, so
There was a question from the previous episode I forgot to ask. Did
Okay.
I find anything in the library on the Golden Skull and the various bits?
no, you did find a lot of what you found when it comes to that was that there was a lot of famous experiments with alchemy, essentially trying to turn random objects of various types, lead, things like that, into gold. Many of them, not all, but many of them were proved to be fakes, but not all of them were proven. But the common thing is that most people don't believe it's still possible, based on the research that they've been able to complete thus far.
Okay.
Are y'all coming back or what?
Yeah.
Drinks getting
Yeah,
low
I mean-
over here.
Like, how many gallons is a cask? I need to know this for my own personal.
Uh,
Are we talking a cask, a full keg, or one of those little
53 gallons. Okay.
kegs? A cask
really
is
broad?
23.
It's
If we're talking
it's
one
a
of those little,
53 gallon.
okay.
That's only
brand-
25 pounds.
that'd be quite epic if we were able to lug that up here.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm looking at the wrong size here.
There's like a smaller size.
Yeah, it's got to be a
the
smaller
little one
size.
Casks are about 25 gallons. Are the little cask. If it's 25 pounds, where it's about 20 gallons, 18 gallons.
Yeah, a
something like that.
runlet. There we go. A runlet is 18 gallons. And a quarter cask is 13 gallons. So, all right, yeah, it's somewhere between there.
Yeah.
That would make more
Still,
sense.
18 gallons of brandy, though. You're set, you guys. Fuck.
Yeah, that'll definitely. Well, we hope it'll last at least more than a day, without alcohol poisoning taking you all out.
Yeah. Thorgan
So-
scoops
Good
up
luck, everybody.
his cup. Cheers, all. To another
Cheers.
ghostly adventures. May we not
Cheers.
die again, Mel.
Okay. So the drinking happens.
Starts rubbing his shoulder again. Don't remind me of the bruise that I have, man. I am not eager to go see my deity once again. He'd be disappointed in me. Fuck. Takes a big old swig off his water skin. So, you guys done with this cask? Can I close this up, or do you guys need another fill before we do the next phase of this adventure?
I'm
I'll
good.
refill my tankard if you're gonna close it.
Yeah. Get a fill.
I'm all
Wait,
set.
so
Okay.
closes it up pretty quickly after.
You can pop it in there, lock it in, tap it down with your fist, and get it to seal up. It doesn't seal up perfectly, obviously, because there was a wax, essentially sealant that kind of goes around it. So it doesn't seal as perfect as it was before, but it'll still, it'll keep it from sloshing around and spilling everywhere at a minimum.
If you guys need a refill, I've got my water skin full up, so I don't have to keep getting into this thing. He pops over his wheeler and just kind of starts looking around for something to find, So what were we looking for again?
Just gonna ask you that.
I remember something about a lantern, something or other. That's about it.
Were we not supposed to signal after some kind of smoke signals or something, and then signal the hooded lamp?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Mulvane would know.
You're right. It was a signaling lamp of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to wait for nightfall for that, though.
So you do remember that they said they put it upstairs.
I'm not going up those stairs.
Oh,
Lethal.
yeah, right. Do
Just
we
as
have a
Nate.
volunteer?
Bruce, stairs are mean.
Do we have a volunteer to go up those stairs? 3 of us have had issues with them, and the dwarf's a bit heavy.
Are you all pointing at me with your eyes?
Yes.
Either that or the other lighter dwarf. I can throw a glance over at Thorgrim.
The lighter dwarf. Like, you're the skinny one, I'm the fat one, buddy.
You're
I could go
so
investigate.
brave, Thorgrim. You should go first.
Yeah, I'll go up the stairs.
Okay.
What am I gonna die or something?
I don't know. So you walk up the steps, and it's the same, you can still see the hole in the one part of the hallway that goes to the west side that somebody fell through earlier. You kind of remember that somewhat fondly. And then there's the doors that led off to the other bedrooms going the other direction, back towards the east. And there were 2 bedrooms up there, and you remember that they were waterlogged, but as long as you stayed away from the waterlogged area, you shouldn't fall through.
All right, I'm so I don't hear like anything up here, like anybody or
No.
okay.
It's generally fairly just as quiet as it was before in this area when you first came in here.
Okay. Can I do like a little sneak around and peek in each of the rooms?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a stealth check
Okay.
to see. All right. Got you a nice 13 up in there. So where exactly did you want to go first?
Oh, I don't remember the layout, but I remember the one room where somebody fell through.
Yeah, that was
Like-
Mel.
Yeah. I guess I want to look at that room. Is
Okay.
that also the room we found?
That was the room that Ned was in. Yes.
Yeah. I just kind of scoped that room first.
Okay. So it looks pretty much the same. It's got the same hole, shaped like a dwarf in the floor. And you can see the area where the ropes were where Ned was tied up, and that's all you really see. It doesn't look much different. You can, by looking out the window, see that you do have a view of the ocean,
Okay.
but it looks like it might be a little bit precarious because the from what you remember, the soft portion where there's not a lot of support, kind of also makes it where you can't get to the window easily.
Gotcha.
And in here, you don't see a lamp.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna chance it around the soft floor.
Okay.
I guess are there other rooms around I could look at?
Yeah, so the one directly next to that, which you remember because it had a bunch of spiders in it that
Oh, that's right.
God, the spiders.
kind of gave you all some hard times. But when you go in there, you do notice, one, that it looks like someone took a torch to the webbing, and all the webbing has been burnt up.
Good.
You can see the crunchy, crusty corpses of spiders kind of lying in piles in various spots around the room, all curled up, laying on their backs with their legs all curled up and crunched up.
Wow, it
And-
smells like bacon. It's weird.
I guess. I don't know what spider bacon smells like. I don't want to know. So with that, you're as you go in this room, you do see that there's definitely a lamp on the windowsill in this room, and it's just sitting there. Looks to be a piece of parchment or something like that it's sitting on, that you can see. You can't, there's writing on it, but you can't read it from the doorway.
Okay. Does the floor look soft like the others, or?
It's definitely got some water damage to it. Actually, Wilvane, you're changing the watercolor. How long does that last?
Yeah, like a minute. It's
Okay.
Wait, I think. Let me
Okay.
check.
It's
Oh,
not
an hour.
an hour. Okay, so it's not a permanent deal.
No.
That's what I wanted to verify. Okay, you're not entirely sure where it's the weakest, but you can tell based on, there seems to be a lot of foot traffic that seems to be sticking as close as possible to the western wall.
Okay. I could just go back and report what I found, or I guess I could go try to follow this traffic up and take a look at this.
Okay. Yeah, so you're other than a couple of creaks and groans, the floor feels solid under your feet the whole way. And as you get to the window, you can see this bullseye lantern, which you recognize from the one that was downstairs when you were first in this place. And underneath it is a small piece of parchment with some simple, essentially there's dots and dashes, and followed by a short phrase on what it means. So probably the way you need to signal, or what they're going to signal towards you. And that's what was on the parchment itself. It looks like the lantern does have a full it's been filled with oil,
Okay.
and looks like it's just ready to go. It just needs to be lit and used once the time comes.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it there. 'Cause
Okay.
I feel like it needs to stay there for the signaling to happen.
And you can tell by where you're standing right now, as you look out the window, you have the clearest view of the ocean from this window.
Okay.
So it kind of makes sense why this would be the location to do the signaling from.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna just take this knowledge back to the group.
Okay.
So hug the wall the same way I got in here and swoop on back down.
Okay.
And Mill's just wandering around the front room with the keg, just making laps.
Okay. Getting the steps in.
Yeah, it's empty up there, everybody. There is a lantern, and looks like some kind of code on how to signal out the window. So whenever we figure out when we're supposed to do that, or what the hell we're doing here anyway, that's there.
What time of day is it? Like first thing in the morning?
I mean, it only took a few hours to make your way back to the haunted house. You left pretty much first light in the morning. You already had the keg by then due to, convincing people that you needed it. And so right now it's late morning.
Oh.
You've got some time if you're thinking about waiting until the evening.
May I suggest we all stay very still? This house is a menace. And one person waits at the window.
The stairs like to scream still. Nate found that out.
The stairs scream, the
one's
ceilings
going.
cave in, the bookcases attack us.
This whole house
That's
is
just
a mimic.
confusing to me.
Your party members leave you to die. All that.
I don't remember that.
We
Do you remember
didn't
that?
leave
I
you
don't
to
remember
die.
that.
You were already
You're already dead.
We left you dead. Get it right.
Seem bitter
Mel just
there,
pops
Fulgrim.
out. You guys are all too right. This house is a menace itself. Mel just pops down his keg, sits down, leans up against it, and just starts drinking. If y'all need me, I'm gonna be drunk here at the keg. I ain't going up those stairs. Ain't worth it. Ain't worth dying.
Same.
Where did you guys escape from? You were on a boat.
I was left to drown I was left to drown to death. Which, when I get back to town, me and that halfling are gonna have a conversation. He's gonna get a beating from me.
There's a smuggler's cove underneath this haunted house that leads to the ocean. Further up the caves where we all ran into trouble was essentially a path out to the water. It's where they were smuggling the booze.
Interesting.
Think they left any more booze for us?
I'm
there was a-
not going down there.
I remember seeing a couple of,
Nate.
I remember seeing a couple of
Okay, I will.
casks down there, but
He's awful
Based on
brave
what
when
I heard.
alcohol is involved.
based on what I was hearing from the captain, they said that they brought back a couple of casks and some silk, which looked to be what was down there, so I don't think that there's anything down there, just based on what I heard from the captain as they got back. But if you want to look, by all means.
There's one thing down there.
Faceless ball
Yeah.
pen?
Stamos' corpse? What?
Go ahead. I'll be watching.
Alright.
We'll
what do
all
we
wander
do?
back
Just
down the
wait?
stairs again.
Oh boy.
Okay, so Wilvane, are you going upstairs? Is that what I just heard?
Oh! Good job, House. Good job.
I'll get scared by the scream again and fall.
I'm not
At least
going
we
this
have more
time.
help this time.
Wilvane is torn between going and watching them getting eaten by a gelatinous cube or staying at the window.
Okay.
The boy that cried down the stairs.
No, he'll go and wait at the window.
Okay. All right. So Wilvane's gonna wait up at the window. Again, Nate falls down the steps. Gets up. You're bleeding from your forehead. Seems like you kind of, as you fell down the steps, you went face first into the wooden crates that were sitting at the bottom of the steps, and got yourself a nice little, a gash on your forehead.
Can you freaking not, Nate? Come on.
What? Not what? Who's bleeding on me? Oh, wait,
Oh my
that's fine.
gosh.
And then I'll wander around and try and look for more booze
Okay.
in the main living area and then in the caves.
So in the main living area, as you're digging through, a lot of the stuff that was in here seems to be gone. The beds are still there. A couple of the beds look to have been. It looks like someone was murdered while laying in them. There's a couple of them that just are absolutely drenched in dried blood. I guess they're not drenched if it's dried. Either way, it is covered in dried blood, and there's some holes in the linens, which kind of makes it a little obvious that maybe somebody was stabbed straight through while they were laying here. But a lot of the other beds are still usable. If you choose to do so, you make your way in. It looks like nobody bothered to close any of the doors that were left open. So all the secret doors, everything were completely just left open for you to explore. So you make your way through their main area, and you do find one barrel with some. It smells like ale, but it's a little bit sharp to the nose, a little sour smelling, but it does look like beer.
This'll do. I'll go and find another cup.
Yeah, there's another one sitting on the table that you can easily grab.
And we're gonna lose him to poison again.
Yeah, I'll just sit there and drink.
Okay.
I found my own personal little keg.
There you go. All right. Perfect. It is definitely bitter to the taste, and is not pleasant at all. But you can feel it having an effect on you. So it
That's all
tastes
that
like
matters.
it tastes like mule piss, though. It really does. It's garbage.
Still worth it.
Okay.
It might help him forget. It won't. But
He'll
hopes it
try.
does.
Yeah, got it. Perfect. What's everybody else doing? I know Will Vane's up at the window.
Mel's sitting in the front room, just past the door, leaning up against the keg, seeing how far he can get into that water skin of his before somebody comes for his help.
Okay. The other folks?
I'd like to take a look around that first level that we're on. Or
Okay.
some of us are on, I guess.
Yeah.
Around the kitchen area, just to make sure everything looks okay.
Yeah, nothing seems out of place from what you had before. Everything is the same. Nothing's really changed. Other than the fact
the entire ceiling is bright pink.
in the kitchen?
Anything above his head is bright pink,
Okay.
because Wilvain's paranoid about the floors, so he's been upstairs turning anything wet.
Okay.
So all the outlines are there with the water.
Yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense to me.
Just it's like I got a highlighter. He's out highlighting all the wet spots on the floor. Okay, yeah. So again, the kitchen looks fine. Nothing seems out of place from what it was the last time you were in here. There's a few more footprints, but that could be accounted to the fact that some of the town guard came through this place and did some stuff.
All right, so nothing out of the ordinary.
No.
I'm just gonna post up with Mel.
Okay. So, how long do you plan on staying up there, Wilvane? The whole time?
Yeah, well, he'll get a book out.
Okay, cool. So day moves into evening, and the evening moves on. Y'all at some point will have to take a rest. I don't know if you're planning on taking turns watching out the window as guards or what your plan is for that. You would tell me.
Nate's just gonna stay downstairs until his cask runs out.
Got it. Yeah. All right.
Probably gonna pass out at some point.
Yeah, I'd definitely take a turn at watch at the window.
Okay. All right. So, as the days, it takes about 2 days. So the first evening, nothing really happens. I mean, you're still drunk, Nate, but you feel better at least.
No longer wounded.
Yeah. That's a thing that's happening. Oops, I did not mean to move that. But yeah, so you're gonna feel better about your life, and a long rest is
wouldn't go
about to
that
happen.
far.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say. I mean,
Feel better about my wounds.
yeah. Perfect. So yeah, it's scabbed over. You're looking better. You're feeling a lot better, and so it isn't until the next evening. And at that time, let's do a quick 3. So Seabold, you happen to be the one up on watch that evening when out on the water, which is pitch black out there, right? There's no other lights. You see some flashing happening. And
That's just Will Vane. Sorry about that.
Like light,
Sure
or
that's
was
not
it?
from this book.
there's a building. It was a light flash.
Oh, a light.
But you didn't quite catch the fullness of what it was. You weren't like just staring out the window at that moment in time. So you're not quite sure what was flashed, and you weren't quite sure if you actually saw and where it really came from. You just saw like light come through, but you weren't quite sure where exactly that came from. So
Okay.
what you do notice, since you've been had time to kind of look it over, you know that long, short, or dash, ... means is it safe? You also know that short, long is everything is safe. And there is a long, which means ready to unload. And there's a couple of other ones that there's a long, short, which means things are not safe, and so on and so forth. So waiting a little bit of time, about 10 minutes later, you see this flash of light come from somewhere out in the ocean, like out in the sea. And indeed, it is a long, short flash.
I forgot the key, but I think was that the ready to unload?
Yeah, that is the safe.
Oh, is it safe?
Yes.
Okay. And then it was like, was it long, for the everything's safe?
Short, long for everything is safe. Long, short for everything is not safe.
I want to do the everything is safe. What was
Okay.
it? Short, long.
Short, long. Okay.
So we go with short, long.
Yeah,
long.
gotcha. Yeah. Perfect. That works for me. So yeah, you do the signals, right? And after a little bit of time, you then see in the same location long.
Okay. Anybody write down what this all means?
I didn't.
Ready to unload.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, they are ready to unload. Nice. What was it? I don't know what our other commands are. I don't know if I need to like everything was safe.
It also is like you can come to the ship. It's not just ready to unload. It's ready to load. Come to the ship.
Okay. So it's clear to go.
Yeah. So essentially, they're telling you that we are ready for you.
Okay.
Come here.
Okay. I'd like to. I'll make my way down to let everybody know what's going on.
Perfect. Yeah. So you go ahead.
Mel and Nessa, I think, are on the first level.
Yep.
Yeah, they've been bunking out down there.
I rile everybody up. Long, short, long. I don't know what I did, but there's something out there ready to unload. So I think I did the thing.
Did the thing. Finally, there's something more to do than just drink.
They're here. They're here.
Oh shit.
What are we doing here again?
Mel stands up, grabs his dolly full of booze. He's still got his water skin under his, whiskey skin under his left arm. All right, let's go. Pretty sure that cove's downstairs, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're all too familiar with it, but I think we have to go there.
All right, fine.
Oh yeah, wouldn't I be like right there?
Yeah.
You're not too far from it. Yeah.
Mel takes his dolly with his cask and just kind of one-handedly starts going to the kitchen.
Tunk.
Just
Tunk. You're like going down the steps with it one at a time. Okay. All right.
Like, y'all coming? Takes a snip off his water, his cask. Or what am I drinking? I don't even know, man.
Brandy.
Oh, that's what this is. Damn. Takes another drink. Probably a little too drunk at this point, but he doesn't care. He's bored out of his mind.
Okay.
Ka-chunk. But he's sure as shit trying to go slow, trying not to spill the load of brandy, because that's important. It's entertaining.
Understood. Yeah. Cool.
So I'd have probably gone a little faster than that, get to rile Nate up to see if he was. I don't know where Wilvane took off or rested at, but just kind of wake him up, or shake him up, let him know that the gig is up. It's there. Somebody's here with stuff.
Somebody's where?
The signal thing. I did the signal thing, and they said they want to unload stuff here. So either we take it or something. I don't know what we're doing with it.
So do I. Moving goes to unload in the corner.
Oh, Lord.
What?
Well then.
He needs to take a poo.
Oh.
You have fun with that little gnome. There.
Is the poo pink too? I don't want to know. I'm gonna head down.
It depends how much I've had to drink.
Oh, Lord.
I'm downstairs. I said I'm downstairs, like on the first level, just seeing more pink happen above my head, wondering what's going on. And I guess I will follow you guys downstairs reluctantly.
Yep.
Jesus.
Oh, that's just Wilvane going downstairs.
Yeah.
Slow down, Wilvane. Gonna scare somebody. And Mel's just kind of slowly meandering towards where he thinks that this whole thing's supposed to take place.
So where are y'all
Where are you
headed?
going? I don't know. I'm just kind of walking.
To the cube cave.
So through the secret entrance thing down to the cove.
I'm following Thorgrim at this point.
Okay.
A little too distracted with the drinking.
kind of just close to everybody. I just don't want to be left alone. PTSD about losing your friends alone, so.
Okay.
Really can't believe we're going back here, but
I don't want to remember. I really don't. I think I need to refill this drink I have. We'll do it when we get on the ship. Kind of stumbles a little bit with his cask. Still walking along.
Okay.
Are we almost there? Are we almost there, Seabold? Hey, Thorgrim.
No.
I think so.
You guys have pet names
That's
for each
great.
other?
I don't know what that was.
Who's Seabold?
I'm really curious about this pet name. Did you
My-
guys y'all
my-
die
my-
together and
I've named my water skins.
Is this a
Seabold.
trap?
What? No, we're talking about the sea. When we were rowing the boats, there was a
You
bold
two were
shrimp,
dead.
The sea bold shrimp. It's
I
nothing.
don't believe any of you.
Wasn't dead. I'm
Stand back.
still here. Not dead.
What is your name?
Not
Not
I don't
you.
know.
Anders Salad Bar.
Oh, I know you. Okay.
Go team.
Let's move along, Anders. Good to have you on board.
We're not on board yet.
Oh,
I don't know if that's what we're doing, but
I hope not. I can't swim.
oh boy.
Yes.
Oh, good lord. You all want me on the water with all this heavy armor?
Little legs.
Fuck. Y'all are trying to kill me out at sea. You better you better not let me die at sea, you guys. I'll be very unhappy.
So as you get down there, you do notice that, that boat that you all used to escape is back in the cave. So I don't think swimming you need to necessarily do, considering there's a boat that can easily seat all of you.
Bill just stands there twitching a little bit.
we have to leave the brandy behind?
Oh no, we're not. He just kind of grabs the barrel. We're not leaving this behind. I need this. My emotional support, Brandy. This is how y'all get off the land.
Fill up your water skin and separate from the brandy.
Listen, madam. I am not. I'll fill the skin, but the barrel's coming with me.
How are we gonna fit it on the boat?
It'll sit on my lap.
You're gonna sink the boat. Your
Wilvain will
heavy-ass
take a sack.
armor.
Are worth taking.
Wilvain will take a sack out, cover the barrel, and it'll disappear into a bag, and he'll fold it up, put it in his pocket.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
What'd you do with my barrel? What'd you do with my barrel?
I've got it. It's safe.
That's why you travel with a wizard.
Takes another big swing from his water skin. All right. I'm gonna need that back when we get onto wherever it is we're going.
I don't want it,
Good.
but Nate seems to need it. I don't know.
Have you guys even met up with me yet? Am I even on the path to where you guys were going?
I think I drug you along, but I don't know.
I was already down in the basement.
Yeah.
Getting heavily plastered off this mule piss.
All you sustained yourself on over the last 2 days. Well,
Yeah, no food, just mule piss.
Oh, good lordy! I can only imagine what I can only imagine what the painting's like down there at this point. Ugh.
Well,
So
we have to pass
are we-
by him.
Yeah, we pulled him along.
Yeah.
You might not remember it, Nate, but you were pulled along as we moved to the boat.
Alright, I'm holding on to the cask or keg or
Right.
whatever the hell it was that I was drinking out of. I'm not giving that one up either.
Man.
It wasn't full whenever you got to it, so there's only but the dregs at the bottom.
Look,
It has been getting steadily more sour as time has gone on.
Ooh, showers.
and your stomach has gurgled in a familiar but also not pleasant way.
Well, then I'll just chug the rest.
All right,
Oh my
Was it
god.
going well?
all right, cool. Give me a Constitution save.
Oh my god.
High rolls, high rolls, high rolls.
All of us?
No, just him.
Okay.
Okay,
Not
cool.
terrible.
All right, so are you all getting in the boat and headed over there? What is your plans here?
Everybody play it cool. We got to go out to the boat.
Play it cool. There's 5 of us.
Right.
I'm gonna need help getting on. So is Nate.
Mel will roll himself into the in there and kind of just reach over and grab the gnome, like a small child, and just place him next to him. Can't have the brandy going too far. Nate, do you need help in?
Which boat do I get in?
The one between the two that you're seeing.
Okay, I'll jump probably directly into the water.
Oh my god.
I'll stand up and kind of like catch him if he's anywhere close.
Yeah, I mean it's so where the water's coming in. There's a fair amount of rock outcropping that's underneath the water. He attempts to jump into the water and mostly just like jumps around like he's in a puddle of about 3 to 5 inches.
Feel like a boat. I'm not seasick yet, just drunk sick.
And you will you do kind of notice, since you started getting kind of wet, you have a feeling of just kind of, it's not overwhelming or anything, but you really don't like the feeling of being wet.
Yeah.
Really don't.
Should I go grab him, or do you want to get him sealable? Or Thorgrim?
Just
Why do I keep talking to my?
That's Anders.
Oh, I'm sorry, Anders.
so I
Old sea. The
help
sea
pull
is
Nate onto
bold,
the
but
boat.
why are you talking to it?
I don't know, man. I'm somewhere between you and that barrel at this point. He just takes another drink. Let's see if I can get on your
Barrel,
level,
go.
maybe.
I need another drink.
I assume I'm going to be the last person in this boat.
So I pull Nate on as I'm getting on the
Okay.
boat.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be the last person on the boat and
Alright.
kind of push it away.
Sure. Yeah. You easily disconnect the chain. It wasn't like it was chained up. It was just they were using a chain to keep it from floating out into the sea, and you just quickly unwrap it and toss it up, and get yourself seabound, and headed in the general direction of the ship. Now you can see, now that you're kind of down on sea level, you can pick out where the boat is based on the fact that there's kind of a void in the stars. So like you can see the stars in the sky, and then suddenly there's like an outline, a shape where there aren't any. But there you can see some light coming through some small circular holes on the sides of the ship. So you can easily kind of direct your path towards it. Now, how are you approaching this?
With
Quick question.
Yes.
Does anybody remember what we were supposed to do when we got to the ship?
pray to Martin that we all don't drown. All kisses his amulet.
Kill them and have them take us to their leader. Probably
Ooh.
not in that order, but
Kill them all, you say? I can get done with this plan.
That's a no.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No idea.
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Good luck, everybody. We got this.
So it's taken a little while. It's a rowboat. They're not like super far out there, but they are a ways. So depending on how you're deciding to approach this, let me know, because it's gonna probably
I guess
take.
we just head straight for it because we haven't got a plan and we don't know what we're going to do when we get there. So
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Easy enough. So it takes about 20 minutes before you get close enough to really make out the ship. And you can easily see like the light coming through some of the portholes on the side of it. And you can also see, as you approach the center of it, you can see on the main deck that there looks to be a couple of people standing on the railing nearest you, and just kind of like they're keeping a lookout. And as you get a little bit closer to them, you hear one of them call out, like, "Oi! Who are you?"
we'll very safely.
New recruits?
I
This is
wasn't.
Anders. That's Mel.
I'm drunk.
That's drunk.
Oh, that. All right, that all kind of actually checks out, to be honest with you. All right, come aboard. And they throw a rope ladder over the side of the ship, which kind of just rolls down. And it's one of those rope ladders where it's rope comes down and there's a wooden rod that has been kind of strapped in there, and then it moves down to another wooden rod, so on and so forth, going all the way down. So it's very, like, you can roll it up really easily and flop it down pretty easily, but it's still fairly solid when you climb it.
How are we gonna get Nate up this frickin' ladder?
That was a good question.
Just don't scream.
Maybe we have him go up first, just in case he falls. One of us could probably grab him. Either that, or we move the boat out of the way so he hits the water and has a soft landing.
Nate, do you mind going first?
I'll get seasick either way. I'll go up. Okay.
All right, so climbing isn't too terribly difficult. Give me just give me one dex check or athletics, either one. Athletics or acrobatics.
Ooh, acrobatics. That I can do a little bit better, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you climb up, but your feet are definitely not used to the up and down motion of the ocean, as it were. And
Giggity.
I knew somebody was gonna say it. And your feet slip a little bit, and you don't quite lose your grip, but you do take 2 points of damage as you kind of slam against the side of the ship as you lose your balance. And you lose your balance, you're still holding on, and the rope ladder swings a little bit, and you smack into the side of the ship. Take a couple of points of damage, but
Who did that?
you're fine, and you eventually can make your way all the way to the top, where the other two. And one looks as like, "Oh, you smell just like mule piss."
Yeah,
That's what I've been drinking for the past 2 days. But it got me drunk. Very, very drunk.
Okay, so as you're up here, right, the light is dim, but you can see details of the main deck. Basically, right in the center is a mast. Of course, there's the mast right in the center, and just fore of the mast is a jolly boat that has been turned upside down and has been strapped down to the deck itself. And of course, there's two individuals that are right next to you. One of them is just you could tell that this guy's been used to sea life for quite some time. He's got that I've been out in the sun my entire life kind of wrinkles. Even though he doesn't look like he is old, his face kind of betrays that he's just spent a lot of time out in the sun. And the other one just looks like another salty sea dog as well. Nothing, I mean, everybody that you can see, these two people that you can see are armed, and as you would expect. And let me go ahead and do this real quick.
Look and smell like semen.
Like we hadn't heard that one before, mate.
So did we all make our way on board?
Well, that's what I'm about to get into. I'm about to move the I'm about to switch the scenes here and share this out with y'all. Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is. All right, it should be popping up for y'all.
ooh,
And
yeah, popping off.
there we go. All right. So, you find yourself kind of at the side here. I didn't put these two folks. Let me so that you can see them. So you can definitely see these two right here. The poop deck, you can't make out anything on the poop deck from where you're currently standing, Pingus. Nate, and nor the forecastle, which is the front and back of the ship, the raised portions in the front and back of the ship. The poop being the back and the forecastle being the front. So you can't really see anybody because it's about, it's 3 or 4, or it's like 4 or 5 feet actually, up, elevated above the main deck of which you're currently standing. You do see doors both to the fore and the aft on the main deck, and you also see stairs leading upwards, both on the fore and the aft as well.
Is this a good time for a break?
You know what? Actually, yeah, this would probably be a good time for a break. Just so I kind of know, what order is everybody else going up the ladder before we...
Wolverine will have to go up next, and Mel can push him up.
Okay.
Someone needs to help him up, so...
I'll go last to make sure I help anybody else that...
I'll go up just after Willivane. I am.
All right, so Welvane, Mel, Nessa, and then Seabold.
Thorgrim.
Thorgrim. That guy. Okay, cool. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take our break now. This is probably a really good time. It is 8. That's a good time for us. Squeeze is mostly back, yeah? Yeah.
Yes?
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So where we left off, Nate was already up on the ship, kind of taking a look around, getting his bearings, getting a feel for the place. There's a couple of dudes up there. Excuse me. And in the order, we've got our mage going up next. Matter of fact, let me zoom in a little bit here just so people can see it a little better. So Wilvain will move up next. And as Wilvain kind of gets a little bit further, whoa, with Mel directly behind, essentially you hear one of them's like, "You're awfully tiny. I didn't know we had any little ones."
Yeah, but he makes for great cask holders. He's got the booze, so he's worth having.
Is he talking to me?
I mean, you're the one that got up to the top there, so...
Mel just pushes, tries to push you straight up over by the keister.
Yeah. And then, Mel, you start to follow up, and one of the dudes kind of, as you get to the top, Mel, so Mel, you were up there, right? You're at the place.
Yeah.
Nessa, you are on your way up. And Seobold, you are still in the boat, behind Nessa. And yes, the one's like, "Yeah, I'm talking to you, little guy."
Well, don't.
Do you know who I am?
Should I?
Yes, you should. And if you don't, they're not doing very good job vetting you people.
Vetting? Oh, at the dog brothel, of course, yes.
No one really told us what was going on. They just said that y'all needed help here.
What? No, they didn't. They told us we needed to kill the smugglers and stop the operation. That's what they told us that we.
I
needed
was
to do.
right. 2 arms! Everybody roll initiative.
I hate you, Nate.
Nate, you
Good
suck.
job, buddy.
Nate, you suck. You really, really suck.
Roll initiative. That's front page and drag. Right? Hold on.
Hold on. Hit the. Wait, don't I have a thing for
Not
this?
even up the ladder yet. There.
Well,
Done. Initiative is between AC and speed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
That is... Oh, nope. Nope.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Okay. All right, that's everybody. Let me finish what I'm doing. So as the 2 arms basically gets announced, you hear some yelling happening, essentially both from the foredeck and from the aft. So both on the forecastle and on the poop deck, you seem to have you hear some folks essentially. So it looks like it's not just these two. In this general vicinity. Now, with that in mind, wow, okay, Nessa's doing the thing. Hold on, I'm fixing stuff here. You're gonna be first, Nessa.
Great.
Let me get you in that position. There we go, and you're up.
Well, Nate,
So
I hate you.
Yeah, you do have a little bit of room. So if you wanted to move, also, why is this here? That's weird. Okay. Anyway, there you have room that if you wanted to finish your climb up, you can. It will take 10 foot of movement to get up on the deck from where you are. But right now, both of your hands are otherwise engaged with the ladder. And your feet, for that matter.
Thorgrim, if you weren't below me, I'd row this ship home.
We can get out of here, huh?
Oh man. All right. Let me look at this stuff real quick.
Yeah, that reminds me, we are no longer doing this. We're not doing this.
Right,
So
right.
2 arms means that they're fighting, that they're ready to fight. So I mean, I just don't want to make the first move.
Oh no, they pulled their weapons.
Oh, okay.
So there's no oh, well, let's find out what their intentions are. You're pretty obviously their intentions are to kill you.
Okay, that's awesome.
You know, makes sense considering what they just heard.
Bloody Bojangles would never kill a soul.
I'm gonna, I guess I can go here.
Okay. Let me move you, because technically it won't let you move through the wall.
Okay.
Technically. So let me get you in here first.
Barely felt it.
And, yep. That's fitting. That seems correct. So you climbed up.
I climbed up and hid behind. Who am I hiding behind? Mel?
So there's a boat in the way.
Okay.
So you can't get directly behind Mel, at least directly. If you want, you can move up past Mel, past Nate, and then kind of go around that way if you choose to. However, you will take opportunity attacks unless you disengage.
We'll take opportunity attacks unless I disengage. So, I'm sorry, you have to.
So if you use the disengage action, you will not take opportunity attacks from these 2 guys when you leave their range for them to attack you.
Okay, so.
And that will use up your action, so you'll only have 20 feet of movement after that.
Okay, so. But I can disengage from them, like they won't be able to attack.
They will
me,
not
or-
be able to give an opportunity attack.
Okay, so that's what I would like to do.
All right, so you disengage. Now you can move wherever it is that you need to move to.
I'm gonna move just behind the boat.
Right. At least there. So it's saying you can't move?
Yeah,
Weird. So you were going to go head this way?
I was gonna head behind the boat.
5, 10,
straight
15, 20. This is as far as you can get.
Okay, so I can't go directly behind.
No, that's the
Okay,
20
'cause the
feet.
boat's in the way.
Yeah, because the boat is in the way.
Okay. Now I'm gonna be right next to Nate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, because I don't want to be near Bloody, whatever his name is. So yeah, I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna stay there.
Okay.
Bloody Bojangles.
Is that what it says?
No. I
have
thought
no
I
idea.
thought I unidentified him, but I guess I didn't. That's Bjorn.
Oh, Bloody Bjorn.
Bloody
Okay.
Bjorn.
I like mine better.
Yeah. Baby Bjorn. This is his older brother.
Baby Bjorn, baby Bjorn. Okay. So I guess I'm good then, yeah?
Yeah, that's your turn. So if you're good, then you're good. I just didn't know if you had a bonus action or anything else you wanted to throw out.
I mean, my bonus action can't be a fight thing because then it would be engaging, right?
I mean, yeah.
Good. What kind of spells do you have that are listed as bonus actions?
I think she just doesn't want to be the one that makes the first blood. I think that's what we got here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
You could
So-
inspire somebody.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, I'll go ahead and do the Bardic Inspiration as my bonus action, and I'm gonna give it over to Wolvane because I believe he's gonna save us.
All right. Sure. Why
He
not?
just really wants all the faces.
He really does. All right, yeah, so a Bardic Inspiration has been put on you, Wilvane, so you're going to have a d6 that you can use for an attack roll, a save, or a skill check within the next 10 minutes, and all that kind of fun stuff. Now that's your turn.
Yep.
Sibo. I mean, Thorgrim.
Yeah. Oh.
Where are you going? I'm assuming you're going to climb up, right?
Yeah.
Because I'll
I
have
can't
to
really-
move you if you are.
Yeah, I'll go up and.
Wait, you're still restrained. Let me fix that. And prone.
Oh.
All right. Now you're good.
I don't know where I can go up here. Like, there's like a ring in the way. I can't really see.
Oh. Yeah, so you can get right up on the deck. They didn't have time to essentially pull the rope up or anything.
Okay.
Because, you know, they didn't have time because you're all faster than they are. So, yeah, I mean, you're standing between these two dudes.
Yeah.
And you have friendlies within 5 feet of both of those dudes.
And yeah, so I'd like to we'll just try. Nate, were you joking again? You can't come on every boat and say that we're trying to take over it.
Not every boat I've been on, no.
Give me a charisma deception check.
Ooh, how do I do that? So
It's deception. Yeah, it'll automatically use charisma.
Oh, okay.
Mate, is this guy having a laugh?
I don't know why we keep him around. It's what he does.
False alarm! We got a jokester here.
Oh my god.
I cannot. Listen. You keep this drunk man's mouth shut the rest of the time he's on this tub, or we're gonna have a problem.
We'll get him sobered up. He's done it again.
So with that, they kind of they're eyeballing the like just eyeballing the crap out of Nate, and slides their weapons kind of back in their scabbards, and
Can I move over and just punch Nate? Not like a lethal hit or anything, just kind of punch him.
yeah, that's fine. You can just go over there and give him a good smack to the face if that's what you wish
Right.
to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Let's
right.
sell it.
Yeah, take 1 point of damage, Nate. And because that's what a punch does.
that.
Yeah, take 1 point of damage. And all right. So coming up, actually up to the railing on the forecastle, one guy is now. You can see another individual leaning over the railing from up top. He's actually just to where you can see that door to the south of you, Nessa. He is standing right above that door. And is kind of looking over, like, we got a bunch of new jokesters, do we?
And I simply raise my flag into him. Yes, sir. It helps the whiskey go down a lot better when we're laughing. you care for a drink? I just kind of wave my drink skin at him. Brandy.
So while you're doing that, an individual with a rather gruff sounding voice, you can see walking down the steps directly to the west, to the east of you, and as he kind of walks down the steps from the poop deck, you can hear him just kind of, all right, what is all this then? And as his voice kind of rings across, you can see the other gentleman that you are directly next to kind of tighten up, and you can see him make his way down. Now, he is dressed much nicer than the other ones here. And I will say that the Bjorn guy, which I forgot to turn off his thing, definitely looks like he's better dressed than the other individual. But this guy right here is, hold on, let me get to this. Is it this one? Yeah. This is the guy. He comes down the steps, and he immediately is, the other two kind of straighten up a little bit, and, Captain, this new one over here is just, well, let's just say, he made a terrible joke. Ain't no one got a sense of humor but me around here. And then he stops and kind of looks at all of you. It's like, wait. You don't look like anyone I know. Where's Ned?
Oh, the count. Ned had a bit of a slip up with the town guard. We got hired on by this bald fellow with some spells. You guys have been having some issues with the local town guard and had to hire some muscle. And I kind of just broadly gestured us. Had to hire some muscle to help out with the town.
Wolverine flexes.
You see his eye as Wilving kind of tries to bow up with all of his 3-foot glory. You see his eyes kind of glance over at him, just like, the hell, and back, keeping an eye on Mel. Ah, you don't say. But aren't you one of those dwarves from the town?
Oh, well. Technically, I've been infiltrating the mine, trying to get mine. I know just how much gold and ore and gems that us dwarves have. They've done me dirty, you see, and I'm just trying to get mine before I die.
Give me a deception check.
Oh, lordy.
Uh-huh. All right. Then with that, we're gonna do
Secret rolling man.
Yep. He looks at you. Something smells a little fishy here, me lads.
That's Nate.
Definitely Nate.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of you is Nate?
The drunk.
I'm Nate.
I lean
This is-
over and just kind of point.
And the one, Bjorn's like, yes, Captain, this is the one that wanted to say he was going to take over the ship. Wait. Now, I'm not a man of much education. Not in the schooling sense, you see. But I
can
do
tell.
know. And his eyes just, he stops right as you just interrupted with that. And his gaze just slowly turns to you. What was that, lubber?
I can tell you're not educated.
Do you not realize I'm the captain of this ship? I'll have you keelhauled, I will.
Okay. Sounds fun.
Lads, this little one calls me uneducated and then tells that he would enjoy being keelhauled. And he just starts laughing, just belly laughing, like this is the funniest thing he has ever heard in his life. And the other two start laughing as well. So y'all start catching up with the laughter. Methinks that it's time to pull steel, lads. Until we can figure this out, seize them. And with that, everybody unsheathes their weapons. And yeah, you can go ahead and roll initiative again. You can keep the initiative order you already had. All right, new fight, new light,
New
I guess.
initiative?
Yeah, new initiative. Sure.
Okay.
I liked my first initiative. I just
Same. Same.
Oh, I'll keep it.
Okay. I mean, that's still good. That's not terrible. Also, yeah, +2, that should be right. Wait, what is your dex, Nessa?
It is
Is it like 14 or 15?
skills.
Okay, yeah, you should get an extra +1 on your initiative because you're jack of all trades. Because initiative is a dex check, it applies to initiative. So we'll get into how to do that. We'll just have to remember to do it manually tonight. But I'll show you how to add that later. All right, so you actually have a 22 initiative.
Woohoo!
All right, so everybody rolled initiative again, and yet somehow Nessa is ready to go first again. And let's turn back on the battle music because we're back in battle.
Yeah.
I tried.
I mean, you stopped them for a second.
Good effort, man. Good
If
effort.
they're just gonna seize us, I mean, it's better than like killing us.
I
I'm gonna refuse not to get touched.
We're not going to be seized. I'm done with being
you-
seized.
Be seized. I will not be seized.
I've had enough of seized.
Seize and desist.
Yeah.
I am not getting thrown overboard. I will sink and drown. No and thank you.
I guess I'll just shoot one of my arrows at this Bjorn guy since
Okay.
he's the closest to me.
All right, perfect.
What?
Well, like you did not want to draw blood first, and now you're like, fuck it, I'm shooting this guy. I just think
Well,
that's
you
funny.
know, everybody on my team is like, do it. So
Perfect. Let's go.
do it.
Roll the damage or roll the attack.
do
Let's
it.
make this happen. Oh yeah, that short bow 18
Blood.
is definitely gonna hit.
and then I roll the d6 plus 2 piercing.
Just drop it. Yeah, you can just drop it right on your target, and it'll automatically
target.
apply. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. You just drop your damage right on top of them.
Sorry. I'm working on it.
And yeah, it'll automatically do the damage for us. Oh, look at that. With 8 points of damage, a very solid, like your arrow finds its mark. And this dude looks pissed. He looks real pissed. All right. You gonna move or anything else, or?
I want to kind of move behind this boat behind Nate to get between me and this Bjorn guy.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna scooch on over if I can.
Yeah.
Let me.
You can definitely do that. Yeah. So you're gonna scoot up that way.
Yep.
Perfect. Next, Seable. Thorgrim. Thorbold.
Yes. All right.
Seagrams.
Thor-
Wait, Seagrams.
Right.
Perfect.
I'm right here. I'm just gonna pull steel, and I saw that arrow slip into Bjorn's.
Yeah.
Bjorn.
Yeah.
And I'm getting there. Hold on. Actions. There we go. I'm gonna take my short sword and slash it right down at the leader.
Stick him in his giblets. Yeah, 23. That's gonna hit.
Okay. Oh, I gotta do the damage.
Yep, and make sure that you apply your sneak attack to yourself first, because you do have a friend within 5 feet, and you do not have disadvantage on this attack.
Oh, I'm gonna have to learn about all this. How do I do that?
So if you open up, you should have it in your actions,
I see it,
where you
yes.
see sneak attack. If you open it up, actually that needs to change to 2d6. So let me do that real quick.
Ooh, that's changed.
Yeah.
For my eyes.
Yes, all you got to do is click the effect or drag it to yourself. Either way, because it's targeted only on yourself.
I can't really see me. There's a circle that says 10 with no.
Oh, just click it. Yeah, then just click it. There you go.
Okay.
Now
And
now roll your damage on your target.
Cool.
There you go, 10 points of damage. So yeah, you find a nice soft spot in his chainmail armor and completely just put your sword in that weak spot, right in his kidney area, and that definitely hurt. All right, are you doing anything else?
I don't know that I can do anything else. I think I'll just hang there because I don't want an opportunity or whatever.
You can take a bonus action
Oh.
to disengage.
Oh. How? Well, I already hit end turn, but
No, I'm just letting you know that because I know you're new to the rogue, so you have extra things that you can do with your bonus action that you
Okay.
get at second level, and one of those is disengage. So you can hide as a bonus action, you can
Okay.
disengage as a bonus action.
can I like disengage and move by Nate? Like
Yeah,
over to the
if
side?
that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and use your bonus action to disengage so that you will not get any opportunity attacks, and you can go ahead and move into where you want to go.
Okay. I would want to do that. I don't know how to do that, but I want to do that.
There, I moved you. Done.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so no attacks of opportunity from crewmen. From the crewmen, you're good there. Now you're done, right? Yes. Okay, perfect. Now, coming down the steps, right behind the rest of them, just behind the what is this guy called? The captain. Another individual has entered the fray. This one is wearing some he's got a quarterstaff and some robes, and definitely looks like he's not happy about anything that's happening right now. So the first thing that he's gonna go ahead and do is shoot at Wilvane, who is the closest to
Wilvane
him.
has his hands up and is surrendering.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Flexing anymore?
He stopped flexing, stopped calling the captain an idiot, and boom. All right, you know what? Yeah, we'll just do it this way then. He will then. You can see him do some fancy handwork, and he casts a spell, and you can see this shimmering kind of armor briefly appear around his body. And that is his turn. All right. And with that, Wilbane, it's your turn. With your hands up.
I'm not with these guys. I surrender. Please don't hurt me. I'm only small.
And then you're gonna move?
He's gonna try and back off.
No disengaging, just moving?
He's gonna see if they believe him.
I mean, this guy's still gonna take a swing at you.
He drops his dagger on the floor in front of him.
Okay. I mean, this guy's still gonna take a swing at you as you back off. If that's still what you want to do.
Yep.
Okay. So this dude is gonna go ahead and attempt a swing at you with his scimitar. And will hit with a 16. Or
he'll take it.
okay. And oh yeah, 7 points of damage.
Ow!
Yes.
I'm not laughing anymore.
No. All right, yeah. Finishing up
Continue to
your.
back off.
All right, you backed up. He
And
took a
then-
swing at you, and yep.
And then, how do I target myself? There we go. Wilbane will start glowing like the other guy did.
Okay. I think that was already set on you, but it's fine.
I had a long rest, so it shouldn't.
Oh yeah, it would have been gone. All right, yeah. Cool. Either way. All right, so
Holding
you
his
also
hands up, he's dropped his dagger.
and put mage armor on himself. Perfect. All right, are you good? You're good.
Yep.
All right. So this guy cannot do anything. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and ID that guy. And this guy has waist-length nose bristles. That is one hell of a.
Wow.
That's a one hell of a way to say things. All right. So this crewman that already took a swing at Wilbane has a more immediate threat directly in front of him, so he's going to go ahead and take a swing at Mel.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
And will absolutely miss with that attack. And there's not much else that he can really do there. Bjorn has already taken a couple of hits. He got really rocked by this dwarf that stabbed the shit out of him and then somehow snuck away and didn't get a chance for them to get any kind of return hit on him. So he is going to go ahead and attempt to do some stuff to you. So he takes his long sword and takes a swing at you and will hit with a 23.
Yep.
And we'll do. Oh, I almost rolled on myself. That would not be a good thing. 12 points of damage.
Holy crap.
And then swings again. A second time at you. With his sword. And will miss completely. And that's all he can do. Yeah. So he's got a long sword, just so you know, and he's wielding it with two hands. That's why he's kind of doing some extra with it, essentially. All right, Mel, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. Right next to the caster, dude, behind the captain.
Okay.
Do I gotta do anything specific with that one for right now?
So you should have a. Do you not? Oh, I got to show you how to do that. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. No worries. Let me do that real quick for you. Are you wanting it to be? What do you want the weapon to look like?
It'll be a mace.
It'll be a mace. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. So, and this. Add it. And 2 spiritual weapon. We're gonna go ahead and add a new action. We're going to add a token to it. Spell token,
Ooh.
size medium. It is not a targeting token. We're going to... I gotta find a mace for you. Find a good one. Do we have any images? That's what I really need. Oh, nothing? Really? Yeah, this one will work. This one will work.
Perfect.
I got it.
Yeah.
I just gotta somehow move it to here. All right. So anyway, let me while I'm working on that, you just go ahead and roll your attack on. I'm assuming you're running to attack with it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna miss with an 8. So your spiritual weapon does appear and totally misses the target. And with that,
There's the bonus action.
yeah.
Now for my mace swing, let's target the guy next to me.
Oh, that's a crit.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it is. That's a super crit. Okay, that's a second crit. I don't know how you did that, but awesome. You're gonna waste all your rolls. Yeah, so 8 points of damage, critically wounding him. Definitely looks like he's not feeling good about the situation at hand for him whatsoever. So congratulations to you on that.
That does it. Bonus action. Yeah, no, that does it.
Okay. Yep, that was pretty much everything. So another crewman shows up on the poop deck. So there looks like there was at least a couple of people up top. Runs up to the edge, and since there's not a lot of room, he's gonna go ahead and shoot his crossbow at the guy who looks like he's probably the most likely to be a problem. And we'll shoot at Mel. And we'll miss. Nate.
Wake up, Nate. It's time to fight.
Screw this up, Nate.
Okie dokie. And I also just turned off my camera because my Discord was being really glitchy.
Gotcha.
Sound-wise. So I can use saving throw cantrips without any repercussions when people are next to me, right? That's just
That is correct.
to use,
Yeah,
like,
it's
a boot.
just if it's a ranged attack. And if it's a saving throw, you're not attacking. Technically. Absolutely fails his saving throw. Oh, that sounds like bugs. Alright, yeah. 4 points of damage, and he is pushed. What is that, west? And that'll actually be, that'll push him closer to his buddy. Alright. We'll do it that direction. Okay, I don't know why this is happening. That's fine. We're not going to worry about it. Because we already know the spiritual weapon's next to the mace. Cool. Are you done? Are you moving, or what do you got? Nothing. Cool.
both going up. I'm just gonna stand right there because I'm scared.
Okay, makes sense. And you're drunk. Aye, mate. This be the last time that I ever deal with you. Captain Sigurd is going to skewer all of you and feed you to the sharks. And this dude is he's in one hand he's got a sword, in the other hand in his other hand he has a hand crossbow. And at first he's going to go ahead and take a swing with his long sword at you, Mel, and will miss with a 13. And then he's going to go and take his... He's going to get disadvantage on this roll because he's firing while he's in melee range. And will shoot a crossbow bolt from his hand crossbow at Wilbane. And that will hit with a 14. And...
reaction shield.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and cast that. That'll... Yeah, that'll... Mm-hmm.
I said I surrender!
Yeah, so that absolutely misses 100%. Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. So that's the Cap'n. The other...
You're very smart, I'm sorry.
The other individual that is on the forecastle is going to go ahead and take a shot. He will have his crossbow out, and he's going to take a shot at Nessa, being the easiest target, but will miss completely with that attack. And with that, we are back up to the top of the order, and that brings Nessa.
This is such bullshit. Okay. This is all Nate's fault.
Hey,
Okay.
I didn't start the second round of initiative. I didn't even say anything.
Hey man, I tried.
So I'm pretty sure at this point, this only lasts 1 minute. I was gonna do...
We deserve all this drinking all when we're supposed to be watching to board the ship.
And what I'm going to do to make this just a little bit easier for all of you to see what's going on the upper levels of the ship, I'm going to get rid of this, which then should allow us some leeway here. Hold on, let me... Oh, it actually isn't showing up, which is a little weird, but okay. Or it's sending and trying to update. Maybe that's the problem.
A little upper decker.
Yeah. A little bit of an upper decker situation happening up on the poop deck. It's fine. Oh, I see why. Okay. Because you're on the ship, you can't see outside the ship, which, whatever. All right, so the bottom line is that there's two dudes that are up on the top. Let me know if you want to shoot one of them, and then we can just do it manually. It's fine. All right.
Okay.
Nessa, you're up.
Yeah, I'm looking at mirror image and I'm confused because it says duration 1 minute, but then it says their duplicates the spell ends when all 3 duplicates are destroyed.
Yeah. So it's either whichever's first.
Okay, got it. Alright, I think I'm gonna save that one. I am going to do... I can't see anyone, which is the problem, so I have to move first.
Well, from where you're standing right now, so the jolly boat is tied down to the. You can't easily move over it, but you can see everybody.
Okay, because I can't see them on my map, so that's good. So yeah, let me. I was gonna look at your map on the stream, but I can't.
Here, I'll make that a little bit easier. I'll open it up. If you click yourself again, you should get an updated view.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for the guy who's mostly dead already.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. And
Is that
I
me?
guess no.
It's gonna attack Seabold.
How far along are you? No, you still have some life. I was gonna wait to use healing word on you until
Yeah,
you have a little more
he's
dead in you.
okay. Yeah, until he's a little more dead. More dead than you currently are.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot an arrow.
All right, perfect.
So we're gonna go ahead and do this. No, that didn't roll. Try again.
One more again. There we go. Now we got some rolling. Yeah, that's a 20. That will hit.
Okay, and then I guess we'll go ahead and put it on the guy. Here.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
So your second arrow finds purchase right in this dude's throat. And he not only gets hit by your arrow, but drops his weapon. And as he's kind of trying to reach for and stop the bleeding, which is, you know, all but impossible at this point, he flips over the railing and tumbles down into the sea below.
But he left his weapon.
He dropped his weapon, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so this dude falls off the... He falls off the boat.
Okay. And with that, I'm gonna, I guess I'm gonna chill.
Okay.
I don't know what bonus weapon I could be doing or bonus thing I could be doing right now.
I mean, you still have the... You still have the one, your Bardic Inspiration is still sitting on Wilbane, so...
Right. Yeah, so then I can't. So then I'm good.
Okay, perfect. Seabold.
All right. So,
Thorgrim.
yes.
Thorbold. Seagrim. Everybody.
I'm gonna level my short bow at this crewman down here.
Oh, which one?
Bottom one. Let me,
Okay, so not the one up on top.
Right.
Okay.
So, yeah. So like this.
Oh yeah, that's a crit.
Hell yeah.
All right. And then, I can do the thing, right? Sneak attack.
Is that
too
he's
late?
standing next to Mel, so yes, you can.
So that.
And you don't have disadvantage on that attack, so yes.
Whoa, what's all that?
Ooh, that guy. Yeah.
Critical, piercing, 3d6 plus 3 equals 12. Piercing. Oh yeah, because it was a crit, so even your everything gets double. Yes.
Wow.
So yes, because it was a critical hit, even your sneak attack gets doubled on that attack.
One shot, one
Okay.
kill.
Good job.
So
man.
you aim exactly in the right spot to just put this man's directly out of all of your misery by taking an arrow and putting it right into his heart. He doesn't even have a chance to think about him even getting hit. He just collapses as if he suddenly has fallen asleep, but a long sleep in this case. There's a throwback.
I'm gonna move up to here.
Okay. Perfect,
That's it.
perfect, perfect.
I can do this. Boop.
Awesome. Okay. So this mage is like, oh crap. And is going to go ahead and do some more crazy hand motions here. And will fire a green glowing arrow at Mel. And will hit with a 24.
Wow.
And we'll do 12 points of damage. And with the 12 points of damage, the arrow doesn't dissipate as soon as it hits you. The acid is still burning on you. And there we go. And that is his turn.
A local MILF in my area.
Yes. Melf's acid arrow. Hot MILFs in your area. Jesus. Well, Wilvane!
Okay, so Wilvane's still got his hands up. His robe opens up, and 3 flashes of light spread from the middle.
God.
Long.
Yeah? Long.
Ready to unload!
Well played, sir. Well played.
Use the poop deck.
3 bolts
Yep.
fly towards this guy.
Yeah.
Wilvane's still got his hands up.
Yep, sure. And that was all against the dude, right?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, he's definitely irritated. We might have a mage battle on our hands the way he's looking at you right now. Are you moving or anything?
Just a little accident.
Oops! My unload happened too quickly. This has never happened to me
This
before.
never happened before.
Yeah.
Can't get to the end turn button.
Happens to the best.
Yeah. Yum. All right. Krubin, with waist high. Okay, he can't do anything because he's doing that. Mel, you are up.
Did I just take no damage? Yep.
Oh yeah. So you took. So the arrow that you were shot with before continues to burn, and you take another 7 points of damage. And okay.
I throw a healing spell at myself.
All right. Which one did you throw? The cure wounds. Okay. So you touched yourself.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. Totally touched myself.
Perfect.
You just start touching yourself.
I start fingering that hole where the green arrow is at. Is the arrow still in me by chance?
Well, the arrow was never fully there. It was basically it was arrow shaped, but it was really like a glob of acid in the shape of an arrow. Okay, yeah, your spiritual weapon misses as well with a 14. What is this dude's AC?
That's a good question.
13 plus dex.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
What is this?
his AC is 15 because of the mage armor.
Tempting, but I think I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay, perfect. Now the arrow dissipates after that turn, just so you know.
you.
We just lost Pingus. Let me double check that real quick. But yeah. Yeah, make the spell attack against the target, yes. And make a ranged, yeah. Yeah, got it, perfect, yeah. All right, so this crewman has missing legs. I don't know, it was the random thing that it gave it. That's fine. I just think it's funny that it gave it missing legs. I just noticed that. That's why he's staying up top, because he can't come down the steps very easily.
You got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
He's going to take a shot at Mel. And will miss with a 14.
Thank Marvin.
And Nate, you're up.
Oh, poo. Acquiring file list again.
So again,
So
there's
can I see any of the people?
you can see both of the ones that are on the both the forecastle and the poop deck that are firing crossbow bolts into the fray. So you can see either one of them. Well, both of them, I guess I should say.
Okay. And I'm assuming they're roughly 10 feet or less than 10 feet away from the edge.
The edge of
The boat.
To the upper level.
yeah, so they're both right at the railing.
Okay. Then I will.
Did it just something happen? I think something. Did you fall off,
see.
Nate?
It's just
I'm still loading.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew you got disconnected. I just wasn't sure if.
the writing's on the wall.
Yeah, but either one you can attack, and they're both like right next to the railing. Yes.
Wolverine unloads.
It again.
Bonus action.
I'm just gonna go over here and
On the poop deck.
I mean, why not? That's what it's called, right?
Item interaction kicks it away.
All right. Here, while that's happening, let me do this real quick. Maybe this will fix us. Maybe this will fix things for me. Now, if I delete all that, there we go. Perfect. Now you can see the two that are standing up top. Oh, why is this guy not visible? Not invisible? Why is he not visible?
Oh, it's the same boat. It's just showing the upper level.
Yeah, it's all on one map. So instead of having multiple maps for this layer, it's just a single map that has all the levels of the boat on it.
Gotcha.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
So why is this guy not visible? Oh, probably because I need to make him visible. There we go.
Helps.
Yeah. So those are the two that are standing right on the edge.
They're about to break.
And yes. And then the one in the back, which you can see now, but technically you can't see from where you're currently standing, he's on the prow. He's handling the steering oar.
What's the name of the map that we're on? I'm assuming it's some sort of ship.
See,
It's just
it's just ship. Yeah.
No? Easy enough. Once it actually decides to respond.
Yeah. Is it downloading?
I think what the issue is that, like, the frames aren't limited or something. And so my GPU's just kind of going crazy trying to do stuff when it's...
It doesn't really need to.
Yes.
That's fine.
But I got to see Eldrick Boop, so I'm close.
Yep. That's what she said.
So close. No, I'm not responding.
I'm still laughing.
So
at,
what is your
Alex's
intention here? Just so I kind of.
I'm gonna try and boop one of them, and then if it hits, I can pull them 10 feet closer to me.
Okay.
Which will, drag them off the top.
Pull them off the top. Yep, absolutely. 100% understand what you're trying to do here. I am picking up what you're putting down.
Thing a cat would do.
Push things into the drain.
I was gonna say, does it have to be towards you because is it a pool? Eldritch pool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sadly. Mm-hmm. There's one that's push and then one that's pull.
Gotcha.
I wish I could get both of them and then move them in like whatever direction I wanted, but
Not yet.
fun.
Not yet.
Dude.
Why are you still not responding, Fancy Grounds? Lordy.
Oh, it takes a minute.
I mean, I can. Which one do you want to attack? I can actually do it since I have your character sheet right here.
Surprised me, because
Okay.
I wasn't even able to see them.
Sure, I'll do this one, and you're gonna boop them. That's your
Yep.
That's your plan here. And it's just if you hit, you can pull, right?
Yes.
You can choose to. All right. You're gonna miss with a 9.
Well, too.
Well, I tried. Hopefully, by the time we get back to you, you'll be loaded in completely, and then we don't have to do
I
that.
just got control again, so.
Oh, well, there you go. My bad. I mean, do you want to roll again for yourself?
Sure.
Without me
Why the heck not?
being the roller? I'm basically giving you a free second chance, so you better take it. I'm being nice here.
But then as soon as I click the button, it stops responding.
Oh, well, see.
there it goes.
A 10, which will miss as well. So a 9 misses
Well, it was one
and
better.
a 10 misses.
It automatically opened up the ship map for me, too.
Is that renamed? Is
What?
Eldritch Boop renamed?
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Love it.
The actual name of the spell is Eldritch Blast.
Blast, yeah.
That took so long that I'm going to use my inspiration and give him another shot at it.
Okay.
He's really trying. So
He really is. He's trying hard.
I can see him trying to focus for his drunken stupor.
That is a 15, and that will hit.
Ooh, yay. Now let's see, which one do I want to actually attack?
Well, no,
Let's do the one not right next to me, because I don't want it to fall on my head.
okay. You're gonna do the far one. Got it. Yep. Go ahead and roll your damage there. Yeah. So, paw appears, smacks the crap out of the dude from behind. He didn't expect it at all, and is essentially shoved over the edge. Are you gonna do the full 10 feet, or just 5 feet?
I don't know if I have. I can't remember if it said or not, if I had to, but I think I have to.
Okay, well, that's fine. That'll move him here, and he will take an additional. Oh yeah, he takes an additional 6 points of damage from hitting the deck, and is now currently prone. Let me find him now. That's this dude here. Good job on using the. Oh, by the way, when you rolled those 20s, remember we're using that particular rule from the playtest. So you do get if you rolled a 20 and you didn't already have inspiration, you have it now.
Oh, perfect.
All right. So, what was I doing? Oh yeah, we were trying to figure out what I was doing with this guy. Which one is this? He is the guy with missing legs. Oh man, this is the dude without legs. You just you just straight up yeeted the guy with no legs off the top.
He totally deserved it. Trying to kill him.
Sorry, Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, Lieutenant Dan is now goddamn having a time. Where'd he go? Missing legs. Oh yeah. It looks like when he hits the ground, he doesn't move at all.
Whoops. His legs pop off too.
No, he didn't have any legs. His shoes fell off though, which is really strange. Really strange that his shoes fell off.
Ready?
And as you know, if the shoes fall off, they're dead. That's the rule. So, yeah. All right, you're done. I'll not let you take this ship. And he is going to go ahead and. Oh, I forgot to do this too. He's going to go again with his longsword. He's going to take a swing at Mel.
Not in the face, not in the face, not in the face.
Yeah, he's gonna miss, but then he's gonna also point blank shot. Disadvantage. He's gonna point blank shoot you with his hand crossbow. With disadvantage. Oh yeah, that's a 5. That's a 1, which means it's a 5, which means it's an automatic miss. Yeah. All right. That's all he can do. All right. Other crewman who's up on top, hop on pop, up on top, is going to take a shot at. He just watched his buddy across the ship get basically mauled to death by a giant paw, and is going to go ahead and take a shot at the individual who made that happen. And we'll roll a 1.
Ooh.
So, Nessa, you're back up.
Oh,
That's
there's
right.
a want
Yeah, there it is, the womp womp.
Okay, so how we doing, folks? Let's do Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay.
Let me check this out here. And I'm gonna do it to now the guy that's over on the far, like what's his name? Unknown.
Oh, currently the unknown. Let me go ahead and make him no longer unknown. We should do that. That's Punkata.
Of course,
That's
he
the
is.
mage.
So the mage you have to get higher than a 15, right?
Yes. So if you put it on me, it'll automatically roll for me,
Okay.
and it'll tell me, and therefore you what if it succeeds on taking them out or not.
Okay. Am I allowed to know what Captain whatever his name is hit points or whatever his
So,
AC is?
As far as he's wearing studded leather.
Okay.
Almost everybody else that you've been kind of up against has been wearing just normal leather armor. He's just wearing slightly better leather armor than the rest of them. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Tasha's on the captain since
Okay.
he's in front of me and
Makes sense.
I have a better chance of this. Okay, so I just drag it on him.
Yep. Just drag the save thing over to see if it affects him.
Nope, that's not it. Hold on. Magnifying glass. Drag the save thing over on top of him.
And he rolls a 19 on his save.
No.
No. Yes, he rolls a 19 on the save. And that was. When was that? Oh, that was your Tasha's. Okay, yeah. Prone and incapacitated. Wow, I cannot word. That's fine. Isn't affected. Oh.
go?
Oh no, we're fine. Never mind. I almost misread it. I almost misread it, but I didn't. Okay. So yeah, so he makes his save.
Okay. So that's really all I can do, right? Like,
Hey.
I guess.
Also, yeah, Seabold, you didn't give yourself.
Is that something we can give inspiration on? I think.
No. If it was a saving throw that they were doing, but a saving throw against a saving throw made by an enemy, you cannot affect.
Okay. Darn.
So the Bard actions effects, are those able to be bonus actions?
It depends on what it is. It'll tell you if it's a bonus action. What are you trying to do?
I was looking at enthralling performance. I was trying to see. They'll be charmed. Target idolizes you, speaks glowing to anyone who talks a bit.
Oh, that's your lore thing.
Right.
It should tell you the enthralling performance is a. You have to perform for 1 minute.
Okay.
So you can start, but it's literally going to take 10 rounds before it does anything.
Okay. Well, didn't know that when that happened. So, alright, I guess I can't shoot any arrows or anything, so I guess
Yeah, you cast your spell, and unfortunately it didn't work. Seabold, you're up.
Okay. I've got some splaining to do. I'm gonna cast Charm Person on Punxsutawney Phil over in the corner.
Yeah.
So I'll just go drop this over and then.
Yeah, so if you... There we go. He rolls a 3 and fails his wisdom save.
Okay.
So you just did what, Charm Person?
Charm Person. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So he now thinks of you as an okay person. So what Charm Person basically does is that, and yeah, so it fails the saving throw. You're charmed by you until the spell ends, until your companions do anything harmful to it.
Right.
So, there you go. He thinks you're a friendly acquaintance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. But I think that's it for me.
Okay.
I don't think I can do. I think that was an action, right? So,
Yeah, that spell is an action. Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. And Pugata's just... Wait, what are... Sable, my old friend! What are you doing here?
Good to see you again.
You call him by his pet name too? I thought that was just Mel's lover thing.
We're magically charmed, remember?
We're fighting like this guy over here. He's trying to kill us.
Oh, that's my captain!
I think he's
Wait, if he's trying to...
I'm your captain now.
Oh, you're not my captain. Yeah, so he considers... Like, I don't know who... Like, listen, Zeobold, you and I go way back. But I don't know who this dwarf is. And he's attacking my captain. So I gotta do something about that.
I've just been standing here. I haven't swung at your captain. Captain's drunk. Pick a fight with me. I'm not trying to stand down.
Yeah. He's only friendly towards the caster of that spell. Nobody else.
I tried.
So
it was all acquaintances.
yeah,
but
no,
I guess not.
it's just you. It's just you. You're an old friend. Everybody else is fair game. So he is.
Spell sucks.
Well, that spell sucks.
You know what? It's better that he targets me than you. I got the AC to at least try and help this whole thing out, you know?
Right. So what we're gonna do now is this. Ooh. Okay. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. So what we're gonna do is this guy is going to go ahead and point his finger at Mel, and sends out a bolt of bluish light, which misses with a 20.
That 1 point, man.
Yeah, that one extra armor is all you needed. Absolutely, yeah. So the blue light, which tries to hit you, is completely just. It does not. Obviously, it does not make connection with you, and.
We're really glad that I changed that up this morning.
I'm just double checking. Okay, yep. That's it. So he's done. Wilbane.
Wilbane backs away from his mess.
Ugh. Got it. Now he's hanging out behind Nessa. That's fine.
He knows that guy's charmed now. I think that's enchantment, right? Yeah. Okay.
Enchantment. Yeah.
Enchantment.
He still got his arms up, and he forgot the code for "this is not safe." He's going to do that.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah, that's a critical hit against the Captain. So that firebolt, 10 points of damage directly to the Captain. He's real pissed now. He is more determined than ever to kill the lot of you. He's got a fair amount. He looks pretty healthy, even though like he's taken some damage and some hits. There's a definite issue with him still being pretty healthy. All right, Mel.
Against my better judgment, it's screw it. I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon to right behind.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Swing at the Captain.
Yep.
There you go. And that is another frickin' crit.
Like big crits in a
Hold on. Wrong one. There's the damage.
Roll. You just attacked Wilvane.
How did I attack Wilvane with that? I dropped it on the dude.
Apparently not according to this thing. Give yourself 6 hit points back, Wilvane.
Sorry about that, man. And now I'm gonna actually swing at the. It's listing the Captain as Wilvane's overlist.
That's funny. Okay.
Why is the Captain listed as Wilvane? I'm mousing over the Captain and it says Wilvane's overlist.
Oh, that is weird. Yeah, because when I move the Captain,
I'm the Captain now.
yeah, apparently.
oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's letting me drag Wilvane around.
That's a weird. Okay, I'll fix it. Where's the Captain?
Be back.
Try it again.
Okay, let's try this again.
No, just. Oh shit. Okay. It rolled another crit. I was just gonna say just hit crit on the thing and roll your damage. But yeah, you rolled another crit on him anyway. Another 10 points of damage. So yeah, you're slowly whittling this guy down.
And I already swung with spiritual weapon, right? And this?
No, you crit with that.
Oh shit, that's right. And
Yeah, so roll your damage with the critical on your little buttons. Just make sure you click crit and then just put your damage on them.
critical and damage.
There you go. So another 8 points. So you did a total of 18 points of damage. 8 from your spiritual weapon that hit him right in the weak spot. And then you immediately followed up with your own hammer at another weak spot that he left himself open to.
I do the eye-to-eye motion. I am the captain now.
Okay.
And then turn.
This joke is just gonna go forever. Nate. So, unfortunately, my power went out right at the end of the fight here, and because it took so long to come back, we didn't get to, finish the fight. So, we'll be back next time for episode 12, where we'll finish this fight. And, we'll go from there. So I appreciate you all hanging out. Thank you very much. And, enjoy the rest of your time.
The eye rests. It has shown you all it can for now. This is not a time for sorrow, but a time for joy. When one chapter ends, another must always begin. Ponder upon the lessons you have just witnessed, and heed its wisdom. Apply it to your lives. Go forth, be well, and do good towards the others that enter your story. Let your chapter and their book